What's up everyone? Today we are looking at the Renault Megane RS 280 Cup version we've got here, which basically over the standard version gets better springs, dampers, big Brembo brakes and a few extra things. So you come to the front and you've got the Renault LED Pure Vision lights, which are the new cool lights that go all the way around and they're huge. Down the bottom you've got the little race flag lights there, which are kept for the RS versions only, and then that cool blade that they're using a lot. And you've got this cool intake that you can see that goes through for air coming through, and the new Renault badge that isn't as 3D as the old ones. And then you've got some sensors there, and we're going to go straight around to the side. Here you've got your big Brembo brakes in the Cup version, and your front wheels, which are Bridgestone Potenzas, which they're pretty decent. PS4s, Michelin's might have been a bit better, but these ones are still awesome. So they're 245, here we go, there's your brakes. They're 245, 35, 19 at the front. And then you come here and you've got more air intake from the Renault Sport that comes from the front all the way through. And you've got the 4 control, so it is a front wheel drive, but it does have a mechanical limited slip diff as well as 4-wheel control. Now there's your back ones, your back wheels, which are also 245, 35, 19s. So same as the front, there are your Brembo. Huge diffusers, and then 2 little exhausts there that you can see that come through the middle, which has always been the case for Meganes. Now we'll go back around the front. Now this is a 4-cylinder turbocharged with a 1.8 litre engine, puts out 205 kilowatts of power and around 390 newton meters of torque. So the full power comes at 6,000 RPM, and torque you can get it from as low as around 1800 or 2000-ish. That's my shadow. And then over this side you've got, I do like the under the skirt there, you've got the black, which helps with bumps and whatnot. Could have been good to get one at the front just to save a bit of hassle. So we're going to take a look inside. And then you have suede all on the inside. Super soft, super comfy. There isn't an awful lot of room, to be honest. It could have a bit more. It's sort of the same type of room you get in a Clio. He is on me. Bucket-esque seats. They're very buckety. They fit you in really snug. But if you are more of a bigger person, should I say politely, it might have a bit of trouble fitting in. Now here we've got the Bose speakers. You've got the big Renault display in the middle, which has CarPlay and Android Auto and all those good things. You can change the little settings here, vehicle. It's cool that you can see tire pressure and all these other stats. These are touchscreen for the volume controls. And now if you look down the bottom, RS drive, that's where it changes it into, so you've got sport, you've got race, Perso, which is green now, comfort, and neutral. And then over here, you've got your air conditioning controls. Now it's weird because you can't actually change how much pressure the air puts out unless you click this, and then that's where you click the plus and the minus to go forward and back. Some soft, normal, fast, dual climate, so you can click dual or not. Probably turn it off so it's in sync. No, we don't want dual. And there are your options there. Then your seat warmers are there. There's your gear knob. It goes down, this is the auto version. You've got 2 USB ports and the 12-volt adapter. There's your start stop. We'll go over to the driver's side. There's your electronic handbrake and your speed limiter and cruise control. Now this bottle barely fits, so just put it here as a frame of reference. It's sort of tucked in there really, really tight. You push that down. It's not the biggest, but certainly not the smallest. The old Clios didn't even have a little storage spot there, so there's an improvement. And then that is also suede and it slides forward and back. Now let's head over and see what we've got. So there's your 19-inch wheels, front and back. Now here's your wheel. You've got paddles. The odd thing about these paddles is they're a bit high up, which Renault generally does. It could make it a bit longer because when your hand's here, you sort of have to reach upwards to press the paddles. There's your digital cluster, which is awesome because it's huge. You've got digital speed in the middle, which is the most important thing that I'm going to use. Now I'll show you when you change the mode. We're now in sport mode, makes it red. Race mode shows that awesome F1 looking type screen there. Current mode configuration. Ambient lighting. Okay, you can change the color. Purple. So over here we can change the color. Race is more of a red thing, I would say. And then we go Perso, which goes green. That's super intense. Comfort, which goes blue. And neutral, which just goes to white. And you change that by clicking the RS drive button. So there's the inside and the outside, quick run through. Your seats are really buckety when you're sitting in them. They really hold you in quite well. And they're super comfy because they are leather, suede, and you've got the heated parts here. You go 2, 1, and back to normal. And then you can turn it off. We've had it on that time, so you can hear a bit of the engine moaning, but we'll go through the review later. It's got the Bose system. You've got a Bose speaker up there, another Bose speaker down here. You've got the R-Link entertainment system, which I like that it's vertical because it's more screen space. I wish this was manual, just the volume controls, because sometimes it's a little bit finicky to go up and down, and it just sort of has a bit of a whinge. These little touch controls here. So that would be probably my only little recommendation for future. When you go to menu, you got a few little options here. And you go back home, you've got a few screens, empty for some reason there. You can fill those in, plug your phone in, and CarPlay will come up. And because it is vertical, it looks good on CarPlay because it'll have your maps here and then your audio there, and you'll be able to fit both quite snugly with enough room. So yeah, the inside is really snug, given that it is a little hot hatch. You could have a little bit more leg room for the back passengers, and because it is so sporty, you have to move the chair manually. That's one problem. You got to move it manually forward and manually up and down, so nothing electronic here. Anyway, so there is the Megane RS. We'll have a full review up soon for you to listen. It's got blind spot monitors, different suspension setup. It's a much stiffer suspension in the Cup, which you can notice when you're going around corners. It is so nimble, and the suspension is not stiff that it's uncomfortable. It can be in sort of everyday bumpy driving, but it's just awesome. Anyway, we'll get to the review later, but here was our walkthrough done. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.